Good day, everyone. Time is not something you spend, it is something that moves with or without your permission. From the moment you were born, the clock started ticking. But what you make of those ticking moments defines the very essence of your existence. Life is but a collection of moments. And if you waste those moments, you are not just wasting time, you are wasting life itself. Time is a resource that can neither be stored nor earned back. It flows continuously like a river, indifferent to how you engage with it. Many of us live as if we have an infinite reserve of time. But pause for a moment and look how much of your day is spent truly living, truly creating, truly being. Every moment is a possibility, a doorway to something extraordinary. Yet most people squander it on distractions, trivialities, or mere survival. If you live wisely, every second becomes an opportunity to expand, to touch life in its fullness. But if you live unconsciously, life slips through your fingers like sand. So let us make a choice not to merely exist, but to live fully. Living fully doesn't mean being busy. It means being present, being aware, and aligning your actions with your highest aspirations. Because when your time is spent with purpose, life becomes a masterpiece. Time is not just a measure of hours, days, or years. It is the fundamental fabric of your existence. Every breath you take, every moment you experience is a slice of life passing through your hands. Time and life are inseparable. If you think of time as something external, something separate from you, you miss the essence of what it truly is. Time is not just around you, it is you. Look closely at how you perceive life. People often say, I don't have time, but what they really mean is, I have not prioritized life. The truth is, you are not running out of time, you are running out of life. Time doesn't wait for anyone. It is indifferent to your plans, emotions, or excuses. Whether you choose to live consciously or unconsciously, the seconds, minutes, and hours keep flowing. But how you engage with this flow defines the quality of your existence. Consider a flower that blooms for just a single day. In that fleeting moment, it fulfills its purpose, spreading fragrance and beauty. It doesn't complain about its short life. Instead, it makes its presence significant, however brief. The same principle applies to us. You don't have to live for 100 years to live meaningfully. Even a moment of full awareness, a single instant of truly touching the depth of existence, can be more profound than a lifetime spent unconsciously. The problem is not that time is limited, the problem is how we perceive and use it. Many of us act as though we have an infinite reserve of time, delaying what truly matters. But every moment wasted is a part of your life that is irretrievably gone. Once spent, it can never return. No amount of regret, no amount of longing can bring back even a single second. Yet we continue to waste this invaluable resource on things that do not nourish us. We drown ourselves in distractions, idle gossip, meaningless pursuits, or endless worry. All of this consumes your time, but it doesn't add to your life. What you often call passing time is actually life passing by. To realize that time is life is to awaken to a new dimension of living. It shifts your focus from mere survival to conscious engagement. It makes you ask, what am I truly doing with my time? Is it aligned with what I deeply care about? Once this awareness takes root, every moment becomes a possibility to create, to transform, to truly live. Life is short, but it can be immeasurably profound if lived consciously. Don't treat time as something you spend carelessly, assuming there will always be more. Treat every moment as sacred because in truth it is your life taking shape. Time moves forward, never backward. It is a one-way flow, an unyielding current that carries you from one moment to the next. No matter how much you desire it, no matter how deeply you regret, you cannot undo a single second of the past. This is the reality of time. It is irreversible. And because it cannot be reclaimed, its value becomes immeasurable. Think about this. Everything else in life can often be revisited or repaired. If you lose money, you can earn it again. If you lose an object, you may replace it. Even broken relationships in some cases can be mended. But time lost is gone forever, leaving only the residue of what you chose to do or not do with it. This irreversible nature of time makes it the most precious resource you have. Yet, strangely, it is the one thing people squander the most. Every moment you spend on something meaningless is not just a lost second, it is a lost opportunity to experience, to grow, to create, to live. Time is unforgiving in its passage. It does not pause for you to catch up, does not wait for you to decide, does not allow you to rewind. It simply flows indifferent to your circumstances, indifferent to your desires. How often do you reflect on this? People often live as though time is abundant, postponing what truly matters, telling themselves there will always be another day, another moment, another chance. But is that true? If you knew today was your last day, would you still spend it the way you planned to? Or would you regret the moments you wasted, the things you left unsaid, the dreams you abandoned in the name of later? The truth is, later is a deceptive illusion. It gives you the false comfort that there will always be more time. But the reality of life is that you do not know how much time you have. Every moment lost is a moment of life you can never get back. When you recognize this, you begin to understand the value of being present, of not delaying the things that truly matter. Time is not something you can control, it is something you can only respect. You cannot command it to slow down, to wait, or to return. But you can align yourself with it, live in harmony with its flow, and make every moment meaningful. Recognizing the irreversibility of time is not meant to make you anxious, it is meant to awaken you. It is an invitation to live consciously, to act with intention, and to appreciate every fleeting moment. Each day, as time flows through your hands, you are writing the story of your life. The question is, what kind of story are you creating? Are you filling it with meaning? Or are you allowing the most precious resource you have to slip away unnoticed? The choice is always yours, but remember, time waits for no one. Unconscious living is like walking through life in a haze, unaware of the immense potential of each moment. It is a state where your actions are driven not by purpose or clarity, but by habit, distraction, or external pressures. Most people exist in this mode, simply going through the motions of life without truly being present to its depth and possibilities. When you live unconsciously, time slips through your hands unnoticed. Hours turn into days, days into years, and before you realize it, a significant portion of life has passed. You might have been busy, but being busy is not the same as being alive. Busyness often masks this absence of real engagement with life. In unconscious living, you may achieve goals, accumulate possessions, or follow routines, but at the end of it all, there is often a lingering sense of emptiness. This state of living arises from a disconnection from yourself, from the present, and from the larger purpose of your existence. Many people spend their days consumed by distractions, endless scrolling on screens, shallow conversations, or mindlessly chasing things they don't truly need. These activities give the illusion of progress, but in reality they leave you drained with little to show for the time spent. Unconscious living is not just about wasting time, it is about wasting life. It robs you of the richness that comes from being fully aware and alive in the present moment. The beauty of a sunrise, the joy of a genuine connection, the satisfaction of meaningful work, all these can pass unnoticed if you are not truly present. What drives this unconscious state? Often it is fear, comfort, or the lure of ease. The fear of change or failure keeps people stuck in familiar patterns. Comfort zones lull them into complacency, and the quest for convenience makes them avoid the effort required for deeper engagement. But what many fail to see is that the cost of this ease is a shallow and unfulfilled existence. Living unconsciously also means letting life happen to you rather than actively shaping it. Instead of making deliberate choices, you react to circumstances. Instead of leading your life, you follow the paths laid out by others, society, or mere chance. In doing so, you surrender the incredible gift of being the creator of your own experience. This way of living often leads to regret. At some point, you may look back and wonder, where did the time go? What did I truly live for? Regret is not about the years you've lived, it's about the moments you missed, the opportunities you ignored, the potential you let go unnoticed. But the beauty of life is that even in unconscious living, there lies the possibility of awakening. The moment you become aware of this pattern, you have the power to change it. Awareness is the first step toward breaking free from the cycle of unconscious existence. It allows you to reclaim the moments you once let slip by and to start living with purpose, intention, and joy. Unconscious living is not a curse, it is a choice. And the moment you recognize it as such, you are no longer bound by it. Life doesn't demand perfection, but it does invite presence. When you step into that presence, you transform not just how you spend your time, but how deeply you live your life. Conscious engagement is the art of being fully present and intentional in every moment of your life. It means choosing to live with awareness, not allowing your days to slip by unnoticed or unexamined. It is the difference between merely existing and truly living. When you engage consciously, you step into the flow of life with clarity and purpose, transforming even the simplest of actions into profound experiences. Living consciously begins with awareness of yourself, your surroundings, and the choices you make. Most people move through life on autopilot, repeating the same routines, responding to situations out of habit, and rarely pausing to reflect on their actions or their impact. Conscious engagement breaks this cycle. It invites you to pause, to observe, and to connect deeply with what you are doing, why you are doing it, and how it aligns with your values and aspirations. Every moment offers an opportunity to engage consciously. Whether you are working, conversing, or simply sitting in silence, there is a choice to be fully present or to let your mind wander. When you are present, life becomes richer. The taste of food becomes more vibrant, conversations become more meaningful, and even the most mundane tasks take on a sense of purpose. Conscious engagement transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones, not because the circumstances change, but because your perception does. To engage consciously is to take responsibility for your time and energy. It means recognizing that your time is finite and precious and choosing to direct it toward what truly matters. This doesn't mean you must always be serious or productive. It means you are deliberate about how you live. Even relaxation and leisure, when done with intention, become nourishing rather than escapist. Conscious engagement also involves aligning your actions with your own values. Too often, people find themselves pursuing goals that society or others have set for them, without ever questioning whether these goals resonate with their true selves. When you live consciously, you take the time to reflect on what is truly important to you and ensure that your efforts are directed toward those priorities. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment that cannot be achieved by chasing external measures of success. Moreover, engaging consciously fosters deeper connections with others, with nature, and with life itself. When you are fully present, you truly listen, you truly see, and you truly feel. This presence creates authenticity in your interactions, allowing relationships to flourish and experiences to become more meaningful. You are no longer just a participant in life, you become a co-creator of it, shaping your reality through your awareness and intention. Conscious engagement requires practice and commitment. It is not always easy to remain present, especially in a world filled with distractions and demands. But the effort is worthwhile, for it is through conscious living that you experience the depth and beauty of life. Each moment, when lived fully, becomes a treasure, a step in the journey of a life well lived. By choosing conscious engagement, you honor the gift of time and the privilege of existence. You awaken to the realization that life is not something happening to you. It is something you actively shape with your attention, choices, and actions. In this state of awareness, every moment becomes an opportunity to live fully, to create meaning, and to truly touch the essence of life. Purposeful living is the act of aligning your actions, thoughts, and intentions with something greater than mere survival or momentary pleasure. It is the conscious choice to live in a way that is not dictated by external circumstances, but by an inner sense of direction, meaning, and value. When you live with purpose, each day becomes a step toward fulfilling a deeper aspiration, not just a series of tasks or fleeting experiences. Purpose is not something you stumble upon overnight. It is something you cultivate through self-awareness and intentionality. Many people live their lives reacting to the world around them, letting external forces, whether societal expectations, family obligations, or the pressures of daily life, determine how they spend their time and energy. Purposeful living, however, requires you to take full responsibility for your choices and to actively shape the course of your life based on what resonates most deeply with you. It asks you to reflect on who you truly are and what you are here to contribute. To live with purpose is to have a clear sense of why you do what you do. It means that every action you take is imbued with intention. Whether it's the work you do, the way you treat others, or even how you engage with your inner self, each choice reflects a commitment to a larger vision. This vision is not merely about external success or achievement, but about contributing to something meaningful, whether it be personal growth, service to others, or the pursuit of a greater good. Purposeful living also involves a deep connection to your values. What do you stand for? What do you care about most? When you live purposefully, you have clarity around these questions and make decisions that align with your values. It is about living authentically and ensuring that your actions reflect the truth of who you are, not what others expect you to be. This alignment brings inner peace and fulfillment because you are no longer trying to fit into a mold that doesn't serve your deepest needs. Instead, you are creating your own path, one that resonates with your core essence. Moreover, living with purpose requires focus and discipline. In a world filled with distractions, it is easy to get lost in the noise, to chase after things that may seem important in the moment but ultimately do not lead to fulfillment. Purposeful living, however, demands that you focus on what truly matters to you. It asks you to say no to things that do not align with your purpose, even if they come in the form of seemingly attractive opportunities, and to prioritize those actions that contribute to your deeper goals. This focus, though often challenging, creates clarity and momentum, and with time, leads to the realization of your true potential. Purpose also infuses your life with meaning. Without purpose, life can feel like a series of disconnected moments, empty and fleeting. But when you live with purpose, every moment holds significance, no matter how small. Whether you are spending time with loved ones, engaged in meaningful work, or simply taking time to reflect, each moment is seen as a piece of the larger puzzle that forms your life's journey. The purpose you cultivate gives you a sense of direction, a compass that guides you through even the most difficult times. In the process of purposeful living, there is also a natural evolution. As you grow and change, so too does your sense of purpose. What you consider your life's purpose today may shift in the future as you gain new experiences, insights, and perspectives. This flexibility is not a weakness, rather, it is a sign of vitality and adaptability. Purposeful living is not rigid or fixed, it evolves with you, deepening as you continue to explore your own potential. Purpose, however, is not always about grand accomplishments or external recognition. It is as much about the small, everyday actions that align with your greater vision as it is about any monumental achievements. It is found in the way you approach the world, in the compassion you show, the integrity with which you live, and the impact you have on those around you. Purposeful living is not limited to grand gestures, it is lived in the quiet moments of everyday life as much as in the moments of great action. When you live purposefully, you become fully engaged in your life. You no longer drift aimlessly through time, but instead live each day with a sense of intentionality and direction. Purposeful living brings vitality, passion, and a deep sense of fulfillment because it connects you to something larger than yourself. It transforms even the simplest tasks into meaningful experiences and ensures that every moment is an opportunity to grow, to contribute, and to be fully alive. Mastery over time is not about controlling time, for time is an unstoppable force that flows relentlessly forward. Instead, it is about how you choose to engage with time, how you manage it, and how you use it to create the life you desire. It is the art of directing your energy and attention in such a way that you make the most out of every moment, recognizing that time is both a gift and a responsibility. When you master time, you gain mastery over your life itself. To master time is to develop a deep understanding of its flow and to learn how to navigate it with awareness. Most people live as if time is something that happens to them, something that they have no control over. The truth, however, is that you can choose how to engage with time. It is not the hours, minutes, or seconds that define you, but how you use them. Time does not ask for your permission, nor does it wait for you to be ready. It is indifferent to your desires and plans. But when you begin to see time as a powerful tool rather than a constraint, you can shape it to serve your highest purposes. One of the keys to mastering time is prioritization. Every moment contains infinite possibilities, but not all of them are equally important. Time is finite, and your energy is limited. The first step in mastering time is understanding what truly matters to you and what aligns with your deeper goals and values. This clarity allows you to choose how you spend your time, guiding you to say no to distractions and yes to what is truly meaningful. By focusing on the things that contribute to your vision and purpose, you ensure that your time is spent on what will bring you closer to your aspirations rather than dissipating it on trivial or the irrelevant. Another aspect of mastery over time is the ability to stay present. It is easy to become lost in thoughts about the future or the past, to worry about what happened or to dwell on what has already occurred. But this is the surest way to waste the present moment. Time exists only in the present. It is the only place where life is happening. When you learn to focus your attention on the here and now, you are able to fully engage with the task at hand, whether it is work, conversation, or relaxation. This presence creates a flow, allowing you to accomplish more with less effort, and in doing so, you transform your relationship with time. Mastering time also means learning how to manage your energy and rhythms. Time is not just measured by the ticking of the clock, but by the quality of your engagement with it. How you use your mental, emotional, and physical energy directly impacts how efficiently you use time. Understanding your personal rhythms, when you are most productive, when you need rest, and when you can engage creatively, allows you to optimize your time in ways that support your well-being and effectiveness. The more in tune you become with your energy, the more you can maximize your potential in the time you have. Part of mastering time is also learning the art of balance. Time, like all things, is best used in harmony. There is a natural ebb and flow to life. The periods of intense focus and work must be balanced with rest and rejuvenation. Too often, people push themselves relentlessly, believing that productivity equals success. But without proper rest and reflection, the energy spent can become depleted, leading to burnout and frustration. Mastery over time means recognizing the need for both work and rest, activity and stillness, effort and ease. It is about creating a rhythm that supports not just what you do, but who you are becoming. Time also requires patience. Mastery over time does not come from rushing through life, trying to fit in as much as possible, or constantly seeking the next thing. It comes from understanding that everything has its own natural pace and that true progress comes with steady, consistent effort over time. Rushing to meet external deadlines or societal expectations can lead to frustration and exhaustion. But when you approach time with patience and wisdom, you learn to trust the process, knowing that each moment you invest with purpose and awareness will eventually bring results. To truly master time, you must also cultivate the ability to reflect. Time once passed cannot be regained. However, through reflection, you can learn from the moments that have passed, adjusting your approach to the present and future. Reflection allows you to assess how effectively you have used your time and identify patterns that either serve or hinder your growth. It is an ongoing process of learning, refining, and recalibrating. Without reflection, you may find yourself repeating the same mistakes or missing opportunities to improve. Through the lens of reflection, you can make time work for you rather than against you. Ultimately, mastering time is about understanding its value and learning to honor it. Time, unlike money or resources, cannot be replenished or accumulated. Every moment that passes is gone forever, never to be reclaimed. But by recognizing the preciousness of each moment, you begin to see time not as an enemy, but as a partner and invaluable ally in your journey of growth, creation, and fulfillment. When you learn to master time, you no longer feel like a victim of it. Instead, you step into the flow of life, where each moment is an opportunity to create, to live fully, and to make a lasting impact. In conclusion, time is the one resource we all share, yet it is also the most fleeting and irreplaceable. The way we engage with time defines the quality of our lives. Through conscious living, we become aware of how we spend each moment, making deliberate choices that align with our values, purpose, and aspirations. By mastering time, we learn to prioritize what truly matters, remain present, and harmonize our energy and efforts with the natural rhythms of life. Purposeful living is not about the endless pursuit of achievement, but about ensuring that every action, no matter how small, contributes to a meaningful existence. It is about being fully engaged in life, cultivating a sense of direction and fulfillment with each passing day. In recognizing the irreversibility of time, we realize that it is not the quantity of time that matters, but how we use it that gives it value. Time, when used wisely, becomes a tool for growth, creation, and transformation. It is not an enemy to be battled, but a force to be embraced. Mastery over time is not about controlling its flow, but about aligning ourselves with it, living with purpose, awareness, and intention. Every moment, though fleeting, holds the potential to shape our lives in profound ways. The question is, how will you choose to engage with the time that remains? The choice is always yours.